Hi everyone. We finished forearm, forearm muscle, shoulder muscle, chest muscle. Yeah, in the beginning in the other video. Now we start the hand muscle. This is the hand model. Okay, this is the back of your hand, and this is the front. Remember the palmar aponeuros. This is the palmar aponeuros. This is the sheet. Okay, this is the palmar aponeuros. Okay, this is the palmar aponeuros. Okay, let's talk about the. Let's take that here. Okay, let's look at it like that. In the palmar aponeuros, because palmar aponeuros is a sheet that holding these muscles. Okay. Okay, let's talk about the extensor. We remember we stop on the extensor on the forearm when I show you the extensor pollicis longus. The extensor pollicis longus, you see extensor, the back, yeah? Only you see the tendon. This is the tendon of pollicis longus. Only you see the tendon. Okay? The tendon of this muscle. Okay? That's the tendon of the extensor pollicis longus. But extensor pollicis brevis is extensor pollicis brevis is in the handbook. Hand muscle. Let me bring hand muscle. Yeah, this is extensor pollicis brevis. This muscle. Okay, this one. Okay, extensor pollicis brevis. This is pollicis. This is the flexor muscle. When we say extensor, is in the back. I found out this is small muscle. See, the longus is this one. Yeah, the tendon. But the brevis is this one. That's short. See, small brevis. Okay? Extensor pollicis brevis. Extensor pollicis longus tendon is this one. Only see tendon, but you don't see the muscle. But the extensor pollicis brevis is this one. Extensor means in the back, yeah? And the pollicis in the tendon, if you origin the ulna, that's the ulna one, and the ulna is all the way here. Yeah, this muscle is all the way here. Ulna. That's ulna is facing on the pinky. Okay, this muscle is very deep, half deep, but you see half here, and that's the origin. And the insertion is going to be proximal phalanx of thumb. Proximal phalanx of thumb. If you follow the tendon, this is the proximal phalanx of the thumb. See? I'm pointing that muscle. Okay, this muscle. And the action is going to be extend proximal phalanx and thumb. Extend like that. Okay. Okay, and the nerve is going to be radial. Okay. Confusion. Okay, but you don't see extensor phalanges. Only you can see the tendon of the extensor phalanges here. Extensor pollicis brevis. Only I see the tendon to the end up in the proximal phalanges. P. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about abductor pollicis longus. Abductor pollicis longus, you don't see in hand. Again, let me find them for you, but you don't see on the hand muscle. Again, we have to bring the arm muscle again. Yeah, the arm muscle. And the, which one I said? The abductor. One was adductor, one was abductor. Pollicis longus and abductor pollicis brevis. Okay? Abductor pollicis brevis. When it's in pollicis, okay, this is the abductor pollicis. There's two muscles here. One is abductor pollicis longus, the longest. It's gonna be it's gonna be this one. Okay. This is the abductor pollicis longus. Yeah, is abductor pollicis longus, and the other one is abductor pollicis brevis. Two muscles here on abductor pollicis longus. Abductor pollicis longus is the origin is radius and ulna together. That's the origin. Insertion first metacarp. This is first metacarp, and the action is going to be adduct, abduct, abduct, thumb, and abduct wrist. When you do this, abduct thumb and abduct wrist like that. That's abduct. That's abduct thumb. That's abduct thumb and abduct wrist. Okay, let me do this. Okay, abduct pollicis brevis. That's the next one. Abduct pollicis brevis is the flexor retinaculum scaphoid. The scaphoid is here. That's the retinaculum scaphoid. Okay, insertion proximal phalanges. That's the insertion proximal phalanges. That's the proximal phalanges of the humerus of the thumb. And the action is going to be abduct thumb and move anteriorly. Abduct thumb, move anteriorly when you do this. Okay? Okay. And the nerve, the both of them is going to be median. Okay, we done with the on the hand, we can also find the, see, I told you that's the brevis. This is longus, this is brevis. Yeah, this is the hand model. In the hand model, this is the abductor longus, abductor pollicis brevis on the hand model, which is I'm pointing. And the other one is abductor longus brevis. There's two muscles there. Okay, let's find the, now we go over on the hand muscle. Okay, hand muscle. Let's find adductor pollicis. Where you find that muscle? Adduction means that move your thumb closely to the middle line. Close. Yeah, like that. This is an abduction. Adduction. Adduction pollicis is this one. This muscle. See? Okay. This muscle is adduct pollicis, adductor pollicis. And the insertion is going to be capitate is on the metacarpal, yeah, on the metacarpal. That's the insertion, okay? And capitate trapezius, trapezius and third metacarpal, okay? And the action, the insertion proximal phalanges, yeah, insertion is proximal phalanges here, proximal phalanges, and the action is going to be adductum. That's the action. And the nerve is going to be ulna, because ulna is pointing to the pinky, yeah? That's ulna, ulnar nerve. Okay, there are 2 times you see this muscle. For the hand muscle, I already show you that muscle. For the hand muscle, I can show you here. This is the hand muscle. This is the adductor pollicis, yeah? But in this muscle is this one, okay? For this one is this one, okay? This muscle, okay? Between your index and thumb, this muscle, okay? Okay. Or you can see from the back. See? This one. Oh, I see it. Okay. This is the... Okay. Let's be talking about hand muscle, okay? Opponent pollicis. How you find them? Opponent pollicis is under the adductor pollicis. Here, adductor pollicis. Here, this is the opponent pollicis. Okay? Yeah, this is the opponent pollicis. Opponent pollicis is origin flexor retinaculum trapezium is here. Okay? And the action, the insertion is going to be metacarpal thumb, which is metacarpal thumb, yeah, that's the insertion, or metacarpal 1, yeah, or metacarpal of thumb. And the nerve is going to be median nerve when you're taking the pulse. And the nerve is median. Okay. And the action is going to be draw thumb across palm to meet little finger. When you do this, when you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When draw palm to meet fingers, little fingers. When you do this, okay? Okay. Let's talk about palmar interosseous. What does that mean? Palmar is here, yeah? This is your palmar. But when you see interosseous, means between metacarpal, yeah? These muscles, okay? These muscles, interosseous, okay? And you can see from the back too, interosseous, okay? These are palmar interosseous, okay? I found it here actually. It's not that muscle. Yeah, that belongs to that muscle, but you can't see it here correctly. These are interosseous between metacarpal. Okay, and here you see it, interosseous. If I put like that, I touch this muscle because they made it like that. Okay, don't worry. But actually, these muscles, okay, metacarpal, interosseous. Okay, these muscles. I took it from here because if you put like that, you touch this muscle. That's also interosseous. Okay? Okay? That's interosseous. Palmar interosseous. Palmar interosseous is origin second metacarpal. Yeah, that's second metacarpal origin. Okay? Second metacarpal is a big muscle, second metacarpal. In insertion, the insertion proximal phalanges, same finger. Yeah, the proximal phalanges and same. If I put like that, Yeah, that's the proximal phalanges of the same finger. Means metacarpal 1, this metacarpal 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the same proximal phalanges. And the tendon is all the way here. Yeah, that's proximal phalanges. Okay, that makes sense. And the action is what? Adduct finger. When you say adduct means you do this. That's abduction, abduct finger, that's adduct finger. Okay? Okay. We forgot about one muscle. It's called lumbricalis. Lumbricalis is this muscle. Okay? Lumbricalis. Lumbricalis. Okay? These are lumbricalis. Lumbricalis. Lumbricalis, it should be what you if you see the action, it says extend. Now the muscle is in the back of your hand. That makes sense, yeah? These are lumbricalis when I'm pointing. These are. Okay? They are lumbricalis. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lumbricalis. Okay? Lumbricalis. Lumbricalis muscle origin, tendon of flexor digitorum. See that this is the tendon of flexor digitorum. Okay, the tendon. This lumbricalis, you can find them here too, but it's hard to see from inside the flexor. Maybe this is the tendon of digitorum. Okay, but lumbricalis is a big muscle. This muscle. Okay? Lumbricalis, the tendon digitorum, and uh, the tendon of extensor. Yeah, this is the tendon extensor. I'm looking. I don't know why I'm looking for flexor. Extens digitorum. Yeah, this is the tendon of digitorum. That's the origin. And the insertion, the origin tendon extensor digitorum. Insertion tendon of extensor digitorum. Origin is tendon of flexor digitorum profound. Yeah, flexor digitorum profound is this one. It's already down, but I showed you already. Okay, that's the origin. And the nerve is gonna be median and ulnar nerve. Just remember Navrik. Don't worry about the action and the insertion. Okay, because it's hard to find the origin and insertion. But I found the insertion, but it's hard to find the origin of this muscle. And just look for the muscle. Where is located? Here. Look for action, extension or flexion, extension, because the action is extend interphalangeal joint and separate finger. See, like that. Okay, interphalangeal joint and separate finger. Palmar interosseous, these are palmar interosseous. Okay, let's talk about the palmar interosseous. The palmar interosseous you can find in the hand muscle. These are palmar interosseous. Okay, these muscles. But in the hand muscle is this one. The arm muscle is this one. The hand muscle is this one. Two. One is arm, one is hand. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let's talk about dorsal interosseous. Where you find dorsal interosseous? This is the palmar interosseous. Yeah? Dorsal interosseous is located in the bottom of the palmar interosseous, dorsal in the back, these muscles. Okay. Okay. Lumbricalis is very hard to see. Okay. Yeah. This is dorsal interosseous. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are was the which one was the first one? Palmar interosseous. Yeah, palmar interosseous. These are palmar interosseous. Okay, but dorsal interosseous. These are dorsal interosseous. There are two: palmar interosseous, dorsal interosseous. These are dorsal interosseous. Okay, dorsal interosseous. Dorsal means in the back of your hand. Palmar is in the front of your hand. Palmar interosseous, dorsal interosseous. Okay, interosseous. Okay, okay. Dorsal interosseous. Okay, it's hard to find the lumbicalis in this. Dorsal interosseous. Dorsal interosseous, the origin is metacarpal bones. Yeah, these are metacarpal bones. And the insertion is going to be proximal phalanges of second through fourth. Proximal phalanges second through fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, second phalanges. Proximal phalanges of the second and third through four phalanges. Proximal phalanges of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is interosseous. And the nerve is going to be ulnar. Okay, let's find flexor digiti minimi. Now, look for the small finger. Flexor, it should be this side, yeah, on the palmar side. Let's turn it. Now you find this muscle. Let's find that muscle. Origin, flexor digiti minimi. Flexor digiti minimi is this one. Okay, this is small pinky. Flexor digiti minimi. The origin is retinaculum hook. This is a retinaculum hook. Okay. The insertion is proximal phalange little finger. Yeah, that's the proximal phalange of little finger. In the action or function, flex little finger when you do this. Yeah, flex little finger. And the nerve is going to be ulna. Ulna is pointing to your pinky, remember? That's ulnar nerve innervating. Okay. Other is abductor digiti minimi. Flexor, abductor. That's the flexor close to the midline. Abduct means away from the midline. Okay? Like abductor policy is the same thing. Flexor, abductor. Yeah? That's the abductor. And if you look the action, abduct little finger when you do this. Yeah? Okay? That's the adductor digiti minimi. Flexor digiti minimi, adductor digiti minimi. Okay? Flexor digiti minimi, adductor digiti. Flexor, adductor digiti minimi. Adductor digiti minimi passiform. This is your small bone. Yeah, that's the origin passiform. That makes sense. And insertion, proximal phalanges. That's the proximal phalanges. See? Proximal phalanges of small finger. And the nerve is going to be ulna. Okay? Let's finish the next one. Abductor digiti minimi. Abductor digiti minimi is three muscle here. Abductor digiti minimi. Abductor digiti minimi. This is abductor digiti minimi. Okay, this is opponent. Abductor digiti minimi. Abductor digiti minimi. Abduct. Yeah, this is on the arm muscle. Oh, Why is two of them? And the arm muscle, abductor digiti minimi is this one. This is adductor digiti minimi. That's abductor digiti minimi. This is the arm muscle. Abductor. This is flexor, abductor digiti minimi. Flexor digiti minimi, abductor digiti minimi. Okay? And that's abduct. The origin is passiform. I show you already. Yeah, abductor, passiform, and that's the arm. This is the passiform. If I show you the passiform should be this one. Yeah, this is the arm, abductor digiti minimi. That's why the action is abduct, flexial finger. Okay, let's find opponent. Opponent, the same thing. Opponent policy, opponent brevis, opponent digiti minimi. This is opponent digiti minimi. Okay, that's opponent digiti minimi. By pointing. Opponent digiti minimi origin, flexion retina column of hook. Yeah, this is the retina column hook. And insertion metacarpal little finger. Yeah, metacarpal little finger. Okay, yeah, that's the insertion metacarpal little finger. In action is draw little finger across palm, meet thumb. When you do this, yeah. Opponent. Opponent is opposite, doing opposite job. Opponent when you count. Okay, we done with the hand muscle, with the arm muscle, and that's it. I think we done with all the muscles. Okay, of arm, forearm, and hand muscle. And I hope you like the video. And let me put back my muscle back. And I hope you like the video. And next time, when you come back, I go over the I go over with you the the lower lower okay. Next time when you come back, we go over on the lower appendicular bone and muscle. And I hope you like that video and see you uh, next week, which is next Tuesday. And have a safe, wonderful, and healthy weekend. Okay. And thank you for attending to the Zoom. Bye, everyone. Love you. Bye.